From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Afternoon Edition.
Right now in the Afternoon Edition, mass arrests and neighbors cleaning up after a San Francisco event breaks out into a riot. Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Yamamoto.
And I'm Elizabeth Cook. 113 people were arrested during Saturday night's skateboarding event near Dolores Park. Justin Andrews spoke with one neighbor who now has to fix up his home.
It was pretty reckless and unruly and downright dangerous, according to San Francisco police near Dolores Park. This all happened over the weekend. In fact, some residents came home and noticed damage to their windows. Things were out of hand during the annual Dolores Hill Bomb event over the weekend. Thankfully, Rob Bonner was not home, but the aftermath lets him know there was chaos.
So there's 3 bullet holes that went through our front door of the building, and then there's 1 bullet hole that went through our living room.
We walked the neighborhood and noticed there were a few other windows which appeared to possibly be damaged by BB holes. Here's footage of the lawlessness. People living in the area told police they feared for their safety as fireworks were being set off. Muni buses were being vandalized, and at one point a teen allegedly spit on a sergeant.
Not surprised. This happens every year with this event. Last year we actually saw them pulling people out of their cars and beating them up and breaking their windows and taking off their mirrors. So that is not unexpected to me.
Saturday night, San Francisco police responded armed with riot gear, carrying tear gas and batons to break up the crowds. Police say people grew unruly and ignored their calls to disperse.
But I do appreciate the cops. I really do. I think they were right on this round. It got really unruly. I'm not sure if they added to the confusion when they showed up. But I do appreciate that they were actually here to bring order. The city needs to do something. It's going to happen regardless. Yeah. So let's actually put in some checks and balances for these kids to be safe and for us to be safe. Yeah.
And neighbors we talked to tell us they know that this is a yearly unsanctioned event. They say they love the crowds that come out here because it allows those young people to just have a good time. But they admit it is unruly and they would like this event to be sanctioned.
Well, a small fire causing problems for BART riders at the Civic Center station. We were there when the fire department carried a man away. This is that video right there. BART officials say the man made his way onto the tracks and was hurt but not hit by a train. No word on how the fire was started. Trains are now making stops at that station once again.
The city of Hayward is dealing with a cybersecurity attack. They found the breach on Sunday. 911 dispatching and emergency services are still up and running, though. The city says so far no personal information has been leaked. If you do have business with the city, you'll have to call City Hall or go in person. While the library is open, public computers there are down. Larry Nassar, the disgraced former sports doctor convicted of sexually abusing female gymnasts, is now at a hospital after he was stabbed 10 times in a prison attack. The staff at the prison in Florida performed life-saving procedures on Nassar. He's reportedly in stable condition now. Nassar is serving a sentence of up to 175 years in prison for assaulting and molesting girls under the guise of medical treatment.
Well, conditions are not getting better after a deadly flood in the Northeast, and forecasters say Vermont could see flooding after rain overwhelmed upstate New York and Connecticut yesterday. In some parts, almost 8 inches of rain fell in an hour. A woman in her 30s was swept away in the flood water trying to evacuate her home. Officials say the storm has already caused tens of millions of dollars in damage and canceled hundreds of flights.
Well, Darren, no sky July was living up to its reputation, at least over the weekend here. But now, actually, we can see some blue sky, at least in the city, which is great.
We're going to see a lot more of that over the rest of this week. There's a significant warm-up that's coming by the time we get to like Friday and Saturday. But for today, we're still kind of in the grips of that no sky July, especially for anybody who's right near the water, where it's been very windy. And it has been quite cool. And if we use where we are right now, these are the current numbers. Concord, 70 degrees. Livermore, 66, same number in San Jose, and Oakland's at 67. Those numbers aren't really all that different from what we've been doing. It's what's coming over the next 3 days, really, when we notice the temperatures really start to spike. And I'm just going to jump all the way ahead to Saturday. And when we look at the daytime highs here, look where we're going to be. This is the peak of the warm-up coming our way. And when we get together in the complete first alert forecast, I'm going to show you the transition on how we get there, because each day we're going to kind of step up. So if you got a day that matters more to you, I'll have all those coming up in a bit. But for Saturday, when we peak, we're back up to 101 in places like Pleasanton. We'll be looking at 89 in San Jose, 96 in Santa Rosa. I'll see you with that complete first look forecast in a few minutes, guys. Back to you.
All right, Darren, thanks so much. Well, people are feeling the impacts from the severe winter storms across the Bay Area to this day. A group of tenants are still living in hotels after they were flooded out of their homes on New Year's Eve. As Lynn reports, they protested in front of their landlord's home.
Housing is a human right. Fight, fight, fight.
What do we need?
Justice.
A protest outside of an Oakland house.
No more business for who? Michael Johnson.
Demonstrators say their landlord, Michael Johnson, lives here.
Justice. Fight, fight, fight.
To disrupt him. We are here because he still has a bedroom he sleeps in. He still has his own bathroom. He still has all of his stuff.
He came out through his window just to record and see, but he didn't come out to even acknowledge that we are his tenants that are still displaced till this day.
Unheard.
Single mom Fabiola Abendano and her 2 daughters joined the Sunday morning protest.
We are no longer going to be silenced, and we need answers now.
Michael Johnson is the founder of Urban Core, which owns the complex known as the Coliseum Connections. It's located next to the Coliseum BART station, has 110 units. Half of the units are leased at market rate, the other half affordable housing. On New Year's Eve, a severe storm flooded the garage and knocked out the electrical system. FEMA stepped in to pay for the hotels after Urban Core says it ran out of money.
I don't have a home that I can go back to and just relax and do my homework. And my grades have went down really bad.
11-year-old Serenity Mendez says their hotel room is about 300 square feet. She and her 9-year-old sister missed their 1,200 square foot townhome.
It's hard because we can't have our own space. Like, all this is all cramped up everywhere. And sometimes when I want my personal space,
no kitchen and no microwave in the room, so it's fast food or restaurant food every day.
I feel overwhelming because I can't be a kid.
We need our justice.
All the tenants say they're fed up and just want to go home.
Very overwhelming for me. It kind of almost feels like I'm in a free jail. At this point, like, depression is starting to kick in.
Been very emotional, stressful, frustrating.
Johnson told me via email the protest in front of his home is disturbing. In a recent email to tenants, he says the repair delays are due to working with 7 different subcontractors. They hope to have the tenants back by late August. But tenants don't buy it, saying Urban Core keeps pushing the date back.
We are not the problem, and we often are treated like the problem. We are the victims of this situation.
Well, Coliseum Connections opened in 2019. The city of Oakland chipped in millions of dollars to help build the complex. BART leases the land to Michael Johnson's company, Urban Core.